Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up today on the young and the restless Daniel questions. Summer Jack worries about the Reno and Victor puts Kyle on notice. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In the Jazz Lounge, Diane tells Jack they'd needed time together, shutting out the problems of the world. She questions if he's relaxed. He admits he's nervous about her demolition plans for the Avid homestead. She wonders how she can convince him to put away his worries and enjoy their time together. Diane kisses him. Jack is trying and needs a few more of those. They make out. Diane tells Jack she's been going back through the archives of classic products. They just need a clever new marketing strategy to sell them again at a high price point. True Classic can bring in former customers feeling nostalgic as well as new ones. She asks what Jack thinks, but he's not paying attention. He needs to know what to expect at the house. Diane asks why he won't trust her on this. Jack just wants to know what she has in mind. Diane promises he'll love it. Jack isn't a fan of something that's important being shrouded in secrecy. She said she'd keep him involved in the process. Maybe this is just a colossal mistake. Diane asks if he really wants her to call it off. She assures him it's going to be fun and the renovations are already happening. She pulls him onto the dance floor. After the dance, Jack tells Diane how impressed he is with her plan to make the retro products new again. Diane's excited as he gushes that the idea is brilliant and bold. Like his wife, Diane tells her husband his taste is spot on. Having his approval means everything to her. Jack is sure Jabot Classic is a good fit for her. It's good to see Jabot back where it belongs, and the family. Even Victor couldn't take that from them. Diane's having a hard time believing that Victor's war with Jack is over. Jack won't let it rattle him. He won't give him the satisfaction. Diane asks if he's not worried they'll cause problems for CLA and Kyle. Jack likes to think they can handle old Grumpy. Diane wishes she could adopt the same attitude. Jack thinks Kyle learned some important lessons and is a stronger and wiser man because of it. Kyle walks into society in summer, says she was just about to call him. They compare notes on the teacher, enthusing over Harrison's diorama. He made sure everyone knew that they worked on it together as a family. They agree it meant a lot to them too. It was fun. Summer learns he's waiting for Claire and Victor. Apparently he's not coming alone. Nikki's going to be joining them. Summer looks slightly taken aback. Sounds like a big deal. Kyle thinks Claire wants Nikki there as a buffer. They don't meet her grandparents' approval. Summer reminds him that her grandfather has his ways of making his opinions known. She notes he didn't have a problem when they were together. She's his granddaughter too. Kyle isn't bothered by Victor's change of heart. He's only doing the dinner for Claire's sake. If Victor doesn't accept him, it won't change a thing for him and CLA. Kyle walks off and Daniel arrives to meet Summer. Her brother asks, "Is everything okay?" Summer insists everything's fine, but Daniel can tell by the way she's looking over at Kyle that something is bothering her. Summer asks if he can believe Kyle is meeting Claire and her grandparents, that they're wasting their time. He won't accept Kyle the way he did when they were together. She has no idea why Kyle's going to so much trouble for her. Daniel isn't buying this, not for a minute. Summer assures her brother she's not jealous. She feels bad that her grandfather has treated Kyle so poorly. She's not keen on CLA stoking the fires. Kyle is asking for more trouble if he continues on this path with the former nanny. Daniel tells Summer she's radiating mom vibes right now. Summer goes as much as she loves their mother. She's cringe when she gets on one of her dog with the bone kicks. Daniel hopes the warning is enough to keep Summer in check. He asks if Summer has heard from Phyllis. He's been calling and texting and hasn't heard back. She asks if this is about the job offer from Billy. Daniel says he accepted it at the ranch. Victor thanks Michael for coming by. Michael's happy to be trusted again. Victor complains that because he and Cole let Jordan out of his cage, she came back to endanger his family. Michael says it was his responsibility to watch his back. Victor says Ian Ward could have killed him as well, but he stayed with the family. I appreciate that Michael wouldn't have abandoned him. Victor says Now that they're out of the picture, he needs to implement the next phase of his plan to go after Jack Abbott via job. Michael looks unnerved. Victor asks Michael if the Gliss people he hired are embedded at Jibba. Michael confirms they are there waiting to do his bidding, but he was hoping it wouldn't come to this. He pays him to keep him out of legal entanglements. Victor doesn't want to hear it. He'll go through with he plans. One way or the other. Michael asks if Victor is sure this is something he really wants to go through with Jack. Diane and Kyle will suffer. Victor says they haven't suffered enough. Victor fumes. I will decide when the Abbotts have suffered enough. Got it. He rats that Jack nearly killed Mickey in that debauchery in the hotel room. Are you with me? Mitch says always. Victor wants him to find out about G-Bot's new products. Then he will devise his strategy. CLA walks in, so Michael heads out promising to get that date for his boss. Claire kisses her grandfather and asks if they were in the middle of something important. He replies business. Claire suggests they all drive to Society together. Victor says Nicky will be late. He won't promise to go easy on Kyle. CLA asks him not to grill her boyfriend too intensely. Victor smirks. You never know. In the jazz lounge, Diane and Jack slow dance and kiss. He thanks her for a perfect evening. Diane teases him about paint, hammers, and demolition. He asks if they should go for dinner or a walk. Diane says they could go up to their site and fool around. Jack pulls her out of the lounge. Diane and Jack make love in their suite after Jack wants to ask one more time. This redo, this refresh, this judge, whatever you're calling it, doesn't involve bulldozers. Diane decides she'll come clean. There is one major change she wants to make. I would like to replace that heavy old front door and change it to something contemporary. She wants to make reader current, just like a Jibu classic. She proposes a revolving door. Jack scoffs. Haha, you got me again. He'll shut up about the house. Diane will keep his mind off the tear down. He says that's not funny. They start making out at Society. Is surprised Phyllis hasn't told Summer about him joining Abbott Communications. He says they gave a hova pitch and that he could define what he wanted his position to be. He's excited and looking forward to brainstorming with them. It may be just the change he needed. Summer's so happy her brother has a new focus. Daniel says Lucy was thrilled too and seemed more at peace. Summer can see some of his inner turmoil is dissipating. Daniel tells his sister that Lucy is making new friends and crying less now. She can stop worrying about him so much. Summer thinks Heather is working her magic from above. She has one concern, however. Daniel guesses it's Billy being difficult. Summer's talking about him working with Mom without driving each other crazy. Daniel's confident they can do it. They worked well together at Chancellor Winters. Summer worries they're in uncharted territory now. Daniel is unbothered. Summer thinks it sounds almost too good to be true. Just then Claire walks in. Daniel suggests Summer choose to remain optimistic and keep hope like him. Victor comes in and kisses Summer before asking Daniel how he and Lucy are doing. They shake hands and Victor and CLA join Kyle at the bar. Victor shakes Kyle's hand. Kyle directs them to their table as CLA explains Nicky will be late. Across the room, Daniel tells Summer, who is watching, that she's radiating Fi's vibes again. She says she's just noticing how miserable Kyle looks. Daniel asks why she cares if she's not jealous at Kyle's table. He talks up the menu specials. Victor tells him to dispense with the small talk and get to the point. Across the room, Summer tells Daniel that Kyle is the father of her son. That's why